Hi Sebastian.
Hi Albert.
Nice to meet you here in Drammen and here in the museum.
It's a pleasure for me as always.
Let's talk about your story, how you came from Colombia to Norway.
Yes, I came here 2 years ago. I came to study a master's degree in human rights and multiculturalism. Since then, had been a wonderful time here.
How you decided to come to Norway? What was the reason why Norway? Colombia it's a warm country and Norway it's even in different part of the world.
Yes, it's a huge change, but in Colombia we had a history of conflict, and fortunately with the intervention of some countries we achieved a peace agreement, and Norway played a relevant role in this peace agreement. Since then, Norway keep in my mind like a good place to develop my studies, my academic career. And then I just start to search for opportunities, and here I am. I finished here studying in Drammen, and I feel I did a good decision, even when, as you say, it was a huge change for me.
So you already finished your master degree here, or?
Yes, I already done with my exams, with my lectures. I just have to handle my thesis, the final work, and that's it. I will done.
And what was your, I would say, what was your cultural shock when you come from Colombia to Norway?
Man, I can tell it was the most difficult part, the cultural shock. In Colombia, we are Latinos. We are close to each other. The people, we like to touch each other, to be close. The people, we speak with people that we don't know, even in the street or whatever. Here I found that people is more shy, more close. And at the beginning it was quite difficult, but after a couple of months I tried to understand what happened with the mindset here, with the people, why are acting like this. And with the help of some friends, I got a good understanding about the culture, how you can interact with them and how to make them feel comfortable with you. And now it's better, but the cultural shock is huge. Even in the music that I listen, Latin music, the way how I dance as well, everything was so difficult at the beginning, but now it's okay. I enjoy my time here.
You are 2 years already here in Norway?
Yes, 2 years.
And do you plan to stay here?
Well, for me it's difficult to say that, because since I'm a Colombian passport holder, my visa regulation had some challenges, if I can say in this way. I have to find work in my field related with human rights. If I can do it, I can stay. Otherwise, I have to come back to Colombia, because my visa, my student visa will expire, and after that I have not the right to stay here. But if up to me, I would love to stay. I really like to be here in Norway.
But what about the weather? Weather is very different here in Norway.
I can tell the lowest temperature in my home city, Medellin, is plus 15 degrees.
Plus 15?
Yes.
in winter?
Winter. We don't have winter. We just have cold days, we will say, just with rain. And yeah, the weather here is extreme. When you have to walk in the street and it's like minus 10 degrees, for me is, oh man, I have not the right words to describe. But it's a trade-off. Norway doesn't have the better weather, I will say, like it's not tropical weather as I have in Colombia, but on the other hand, Norway has things that I cannot have in Colombia.
For example?
For example, the education here is for free. It's very good education. In Colombia, if you want to pay for this kind of courses, you will pay.
You mean if to study master degree in Colombia that
Yeah.
you're studying right now?
If I want to study the same master degree in Colombia, I will have to pay a lot of money, too much. Also, for instance, the health system here works very well, and you can trust in the government institution. This is something, for me, it makes a huge difference, because in Colombia we had a big problem with the government, corruption, and all these things. Then it makes a huge difference for me to be here, because I feel comfortable, I feel safe, I feel that I have a safety net, if I can say, and life became easy in this way, even when the weather is not the best.
So corruption level in Colombia is high in comparison to Norway.
Yes, Colombia is in the top 10 of the most corrupt countries in the world. Along with the corruption is a lot of different problems, because the inequality in Colombia is huge. The gap between poor and rich is growing every day, and it makes that the poor people feel a lot of pressure upon them, and it makes difficult to live there. This is something that here in Norway you don't feel anyway. With a normal job you can meet your basic needs easily, and also I can even support my family in Colombia. Then it's very good for me to be here. I really like.
What's the average salary in Colombia and comparison here in Norway?
The minimum wage in Colombia is by the government is around,
In euros, for example.
in euros is 250 euros.
250 euros.
It's around 2,500 kroner per month.
Yeah, it's the same like in Ukraine and in Russia.
Almost the same, yeah. And I have to say that it's not even 40 hours per week, like 80 hours per week here. You have to work 48 hours per week. That is even more hours, and yeah, the situation there is not the best for the majority of the people, and it's a shame, but it's the reality.
So actually the salary, it's the lowest salary if comparison to Europe. In Europe they don't have this, except I think they have this salary in Ukraine, and 250 euros, even more. And yeah, it's very low actually.
Yeah, it's very low. And the bad thing is most of the population of the country that works under these conditions is with the minimum wage, and also you can feel fortunate if you have this salary, because this is for formal workers, but underneath in the black market, as we call it, is a lot of people working in informality without any kind of health system that support them, any kind of employment benefit, nothing at all. And on contrast, many people that had high skills, really knowledgeable, they just have to flee the country to find better opportunities, like me, because a small elite control all the resources, and they had super huge profits every month, but they don't care about the people that is in the folk. Yeah.
And is there a lot of people from Colombia here in Norway?
Actually, no. It's not too many people. I had met some of them, mostly in Oslo, because we don't like the cold weather. Basically, it's a big barrier for us. And also, the cultural thing is different, because we are really close attached to our families, and the fact to be far away is not so familiar for us. And I think this deters many people to come here.
So actually Colombia in comparison to Norway is you think is very different, yes?
Yes, it is.
And can you tell 5 advantage of living in Norway in comparison to Colombia?
Yes, The first one is that it's in a really safe country. You can walk any time during the day and you don't feel that you are threatened in your life or in your belongings. It's okay. The safe is perfect here. You can trust the stattal institutions. You see where the government is investing your taxes, because in Colombia you pay taxes but you never see where they are using them.
Because of the corruption.
Of the corruption, yes, obviously. Another good thing here is that you have opportunities to develop your own ideas, to develop your projects. If you had something in mind, the environment, the social environment provides you with tools, with people that are helping you and supporting your idea to develop. This is something that I was really impressed at the beginning, but it's something that I really like it. The fifth thing I will say, like the nature. You can enjoy the nature. 5 minutes and you are in the woods, and you don't need too much to go there and enjoy the nature. This is really nice. In Colombia we had an amazing wildlife, amazing landscapes, but we are enclosed in big cities. Then if, for instance, in Medellin I want to go out in the woods, at least I have to drive in half an hour, 1 hour in the traffic, because it's far away. Then it's something that for me makes a huge difference in my well-being, is welfare for me, because I really enjoy to be in contact with the nature, to enjoy the sounds, just breathe properly, and it's really nice. I think like these 5 things are they make the big difference for me in Norway.
And we talk about the positive things, and of course there are things that that is not very good here in Norway. Let's say, can you tell 3 or 5 things that you don't like about the Norway and you would like to improve, or that will be good if it will be in a better way? Of course, I think one is the weather, of course, in some way.
But as my father say, you cannot fight with the weather. You have to live along with it. Then it's nothing to complain. It's no worse. It's not better. It's just how is it. I will say, for instance, people here don't like to dance. This is something that I really miss. Or they like to dance, but
when they're drunk.
When they are drunk, yeah. I miss this part of my culture, to be honest. Also, another thing is like the food. The food, sometimes I miss variety, but I can understand that, because Norway, it had a difficult position in the globe. Then it's not the most suitable place to grow up variety of fruits or vegetables, but yeah, it's something that you miss. I grew up with this. Also, that's something that I feel they can improve is, maybe it's not a big thing, but sometimes I find that they are not so open to another cultures, or to see the other perspective, how is the life in another places.
What do you mean?
For instance, when I speak about the corruption in Colombia, which is the problem in this place, they don't like to see in depth the roots of the problems in another places, because their standards are only in the Norwegian way. Then they have, in my opinion, they should look out of the box to see which is the reality in another places, to be more aware of how is the life outside of this country, because I feel like here is in a perfect bubble.
So people, like you say in Norway, they like to live in their bubble,
Yes.
and usually they don't see around. But actually, there are a lot of Norwegians. They go around and they travel a lot, especially on the pension.
Yes, they travel on the pension, but I can say that they leave this bubble to live in another bubble. When they go to Spain, for instance, I can tell that they don't feel the whole experience of what Spain can offer. They go and they live in the south of Spain, and they are mostly downs that are designed for the comfort of the Norwegian pensionist, because they need this money as well for them. Then it's part of the business, but they are not so involved in the daily life of the quotidianity of the social dynamic of Spain. This is something, because I pointed out this because Norway helped a lot of countries all around the world, but I think like the way how they help these other countries could be even better than they are doing now, because now they focus a lot on the resources, just in the monetary, in the financial way. They can even provide better support if, along with this financial support, they provide human resources to improve the experience in these countries with the experience that they already have here. It will be really, really nice if they can do it.
And the last question.
Yes.
What's your plans for the future?
For the future, okay. Now I'm trying to work out on a personal project that involved some farmers in Colombia. They grow coffee and they develop their own product. I realized that this is a big problematic for them because they are the lower chain in the supply chain. I mean.
So you help to bring coffee from Colombia to Norway?
Yes, but the point is that this is nothing new, because many people bring this coffee from Colombia. But my idea is to help them to bring their own brand. It means that they will get the big stake of the profits of this coffee that is super high quality, and they can sell by their own brand here in Norway. I'm doing this and I want to work in this project because I think like it's a good way to mix the human rights area with also with empowering these people and help the people in my home country. This is now my project and my goal.
Thank you very much for the time.
Oh, my pleasure.
And hope you will have successful project and you will stay in Norway if you want to.
Yeah.
And good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.